don't think I've ever seen Mutapa win the Kilwa War. Kilwa suicided themselves fighting Ajuran too often. And I'm pretty sure that my war didn't help, but I didn't exactly do a lot of damage to them. Well, I killed their army. Yeah, I guess that's actually a fair amount of damage. Meanwhile, in the background, more tea getting poured. Lovely jubbly. So what do I want to invest in first? Trade ships? Or fort? Probably actually trade ships. Do I want to wait until we have level 9? That's 3 techs away, which technically we can get to. How far off is Renaissance, though? Not spreading very quickly, are you? Not spreading very quickly at all. Which means that the price is going to go up a fair amount because of colonialism. Oh, we're positive prestige. We can fire this air. Through dice. We're going to have a kid through other means. Which means we're going to have to deal with someone with low legitimacy. But that won't matter because we'll be a pirate republic. The other downside is we're going to be very low in prestige, which means switching to the pirate republic is going to be very difficult because you cannot drop vassals while you have no prestige. But that's fine. We can become a republic. Just a regular old republic until we become a pirate republic. I need to spend a bit more military power, I think. That should do for now. You really have cheap development for some reason. In fact, I could upgrade my capital to a level 2. No, I can't. I don't have the money. Never mind. Never mind. So yeah, I think we're going to get the money for the fort first. Actually, what is my tradition? That's terrible. Navy tradition's okay, and in fact, Navy tradition should be going up pretty quickly with my protecting of trade. Border friction. Mutapa's opinion changes, lose Diplo or lose prestige, and I lose my claim on Angosh. I have no intention of going for Angosh, so I'm just going to lose that claim. Is there an advisor available that increases prestige generation? No. Worth checking. How do you become a pirate republic? You need to have 6 provinces or less. You need to have only coastline or islands. And you need to be a monarchy or a republic. And we got a 7. That's fine. 7's fine. He is, however, an embezzler, which is going to cancel out the reduction that we have from civil society reform. We did have a stab drop, which I'm going to immediately rectify. Although, because I let time pass, because we're on speed frickin' 5, this is going to trigger now. Unrest needs to be lower than 0. It's going to be at 0.2. Because of my diabolical legitimacy. And because my prestige is so low, my legitimacy is going to stay low. Oh, bugger. Oh, no it's not. Thank you, divination. You have just solved my problem. Right? Right. But that stays enabled. That's the really annoying thing. That now stays enabled. Profiteering in Ambilobe. The citizens of Ambilobe have grown tired. Where is Ambilobe? Is it actually Ambilobe? Nope, it's Antinkara. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Which is that? You are a slave producer. You also don't have a lot of trade, so it doesn't matter a huge amount. I'm going to take the... You produce basically no goods whatsoever, so I'll take the trade. Thank you. And it went away. Good. Right, cult choice. I think it's going to be institution spread. We are not cruel anymore, so we don't need to be whack. No one wants to work. With the generous liberties that we've granted our merchants, we've ended up with a situation where people just don't want to do honest work anymore. How dare they? I'm very, very nearly at the next level. So I think at this point I'm going to have to just... Actually, that's almost no corruption. Wow, we got rid of that in a hurry. The western coast of Madagascar is covered in rainforests and a great number of small states with their independent chiefs. Whether tending their cattle or sending out to sail the open seas, our people are used to their independence in such a great degree that any conqueror would find it hard, if not impossible, to integrate this area into a larger realm. For every settlement, there is a new group of warriors ready to fiercely guard what is theirs. Do I want the next one? I mean, it's naval force. No, because we need to be at 90% of our force limit in order to become a pirate republic, so it's actually not in our interest to have a higher force limit right now. Having to jump through so many hoops to do this damn republic. Royal Maritime Mirror, yes please. 443. Can we just lose this ruler and have the queen instead? That would be nice. Especially as she has a Diplo rep. Lose 10 army tradition. I'm pretty sure that means, yeah, we have 0 army tradition right now. 444 heir to the throne. That's more like it. This is going to be Carl Duff. And I'm hoping that you have a high legitimacy as well. Nope. Poor claim. Awesome. Well, I think that this ruler has discovered a very strange obsession with military stuff, and he really wants to start drilling. And we've almost got enough treasury to build the fort as well. So that price keeps on ticking up because my inflation keeps on ticking up. I could actually spend some admin to buy down inflation. This is a thing I almost never do, and I feel like it's actually going to be worthwhile here. I don't have economic ideas, so yeah, do it. Well, it looks like I discover run, you fools run. I have no idea what you just said there, boss. So you said a pirate republic requires 6 or less provinces. Looks like you have more than that. Yes, I also have 2 vassals whom I can feed some land to and then split the vassals out. The problem with doing that is my prestige. You have to have positive prestige to get rid of a vassal. So we might still be somewhat delayed by that particular problem. Unless I can get somebody that increases prestige. Also need to spend a bit more development for military matters. How is tech spread doing? Oh my gosh, this is so slow. How is this spreading exactly? Please show me the secret of how it's spreading. It's just because of adjacent. You're not actually friendly. You need that friendly province modifier, damn it. Fuck. Another prestige hit, just what I need. Now, did that actually cancel this? It did, so we can go down to 0 stability, that's fine. $59% tech cost. Can't you give the land to the vassals and annex them afterwards? Yes. So we can give the land to the vassals. We can throw the vassals away, and then we switch to being a pirate republic, and then we can annex them. But we can't have any vassals if we want to become a pirate republic, because the land that they own does count towards the limit. Spreading like butter from the fridge. Oh man, there is nothing more annoying than hard butter. It just doesn't spread. It's wow, it's irritating. You seem to have shrunk somewhat. There, buddy, old boy, old thing, old chap, or bean. Mutapa is just gobbling up territory. Mutapa is going to be really quite strong. Which is good, because they're going to have a lot of trade power in Zanzibar, which I can then steal. I would like for... wait. Tambuka. I can't actually click on Tambuka. Despite the fact I'm spying on them. I'm spying on somebody I don't know exists. How can I select them? Oh, I know how. I can go to the... Click on your province. I can then click on Tambuka, which selects as Mutapa. Because I haven't actually met them, I can't click on them even though I have spies there. What? Click on you. Right click on you. Diplomacy. Nope. Alright, send you home. You are now officially pointless. And we'll go and spy on Luba instead. And we have got enough to build a fort here. So Zanzibar just became much harder to conquer. Good. More tax for Saklava. I'm half tempted to spend money to get rid of these advisors so I can hopefully spawn some prestige advisors. Because the lack of prestige is concerning me, because we're very close to getting this government reform. And you know what? I'm a double idiot for having gotten rid of the heir. Because as soon as I switch to a republic, I can just elect somebody new. Then the skills are called off just don't matter. Wow, I really am an idiot. I should not have done that. Because then we would have been positive prestige, and we would have been there ages ago. I could also just do a war against Ethiopia, just for the lols, and also the prestige. 0.5 inflation. You can reduce 2 inflation for 75 admin. Yeah, that's worth it every time. Yeah, the only ones I can do accumulation TV is Ethiopia. Oh, we're maxed out military again. So we will continue Actually, we may as well spend a little bit of dip loads just to increase you a bit more. And that should be my spending done for now. I don't want to boost up the vassals, because then that makes them stronger for when I want to conquer them. And that doesn't sound like a good idea. What's the main content in this DLC? It's everything I am not showing you right now. This is actually a really terrible preview. The main content is improving Iberia and North Africa. So, Castile, Portugal, Navarra, Aragon, I think all have new missions. They have access to new orders, religious orders, as does the North African nations, the Berber states. It adds the pirate republics, which is what I'm going to be doing eventually, once we actually get to the stage where we can have a pirate republic. And those can also dynamically spawn. So there's a bunch of mission chains, I think, not mission chains, event chains about the pirate republic spawning. So you can have those in the Caribbean, you can have some appearing in the Barbary states. Madagascar has its own ones, and also Palembang over here can become a pirate republic. What else is there? The maps for North Africa and Iberia have been redrawn. There are now flagships. Actually, we will be seeing the flagships at some point. I built one already? No. Oh, I'm only short on the money, though. I have enough sailors in operation. Right, because I have a lot of heavy ships. And they are very sailor intensive. So maybe I will build a flagship as soon as I'm able. Although I don't know if it costs more money to upgrade the flagship. I kind of hope that stuff's just free. It's probably not. Alright, the castle in Zanzibar is completed. Good stuff. Although I now have to pay for it. Blockade efficiency down or stability? Well, obviously the blockade efficiency. And the nobility have gained influence. Actually, speaking of influence, I have not tried to get support from you guys for a long time. You would get to 20. Yeah, everyone can do it. I can get support from all of you. Which is basically a free point of development from all of you. Let's boost up Zanzibar a bit more. And then... oh, I can keep up to 1600 stored now. Part of what I'm wondering is whether I want to make these guys loyal so I can get the dev cost reduction. 25% though. Nah. Except that cost me legitimacy. Sod it. Paradox should be more concerned about people pirating this DLC then. Uh-huh. Yeah, let's not talk about that. Not here. I know it was a joke. I get that it was a joke. And I took it in such spirit. But I don't want to encourage it. I wish there was an easier way to get with this game than buying all the 1,000 DLCs. Well, sales are your friend, and also the bundles. The bundles are actually fairly... well... let me rephrase that. If you want to get into the game, then I can highly recommend the Empire Founder bundle. I think that does have the best DLCs, but also a lot of the big features, which kind of required you to have a DLC, are free. So with the patch, they're making development free, privateering free, the estates are already free, and there was one other big or two other big features which they were making free now. You don't need DLC for that stuff. Which is a really good move on Paradox's behalf. It's going to reduce the number of recommendations I'll say you need the DLC to make this good, but it also makes the base game that much stronger. Many spirits, one God. We have known the Muslim faith for a long time, but chosen to remain true to our traditions. Those who devote themselves only to the distant creator, forsaking the gods and the spirits now dwell amongst us, are surely on the path to misfortune. People at the border who live next to the most Muslims every day have started to see things differently. They find the words of Muhammad speak to them as well as their neighbours, and rather than seeing this as a betrayal of the old ways, they identify the prophet's god with the most revered sky deity. So Zanzibar changes to Sunni again, which I really don't want to deal with, or Malindi likes us less. Yeah, I'm okay with Malindi liking me less. No, not prestige! I'm going to take the unrest. I can deal with unrest. God damn it. I am so close to becoming a republic. And yet so far because of this damned prestige. How's tech spread doing? Oh my god, so slow. What we really need is merit to get the tech. Because then it will spread down the coast like wildfire, and then Partey, and then I can get it in Zanzibar. But either of these provinces need to get it. Once a friendly neighbour has got it, Ajuran will get it pretty quickly, and I'll probably embrace it as soon as they are able as well. And there it is, there's the government reform. So I'm going to reform into a republic. Because I cannot deal with this low legitimacy. And then I think I'm just going to elect somebody new. Well, he could become a 2-3-5. We lose 10 Republican tradition, which we absolutely cannot afford. Or we elect somebody new. So I'm going to take a new bureaucrat, because that is the tech that I'm the lowest on. And we can select a new cult every time we do this as well. I'm going to take the unrest reduction, because we did just take the wave of obscurantism. And then we'll just elect somebody new, and we'll take the Islamic cult for the institution spread when that becomes available. And we got an advisor cost reduction. Huzzah! Hey, Cold Rage, thank you very much for the subscription. I would say welcome to the Maudlings, but you've kind of been here for a while. I am so tempted to spend the 15 ducats to fire these two. I want a prestige advisor. We need a prestige advisor at this point. Because we still can't raise the black flag, but we can start feeding the vassals and then splitting the vassals up. There's no point doing that until we have the prestige. So we'll just have to stay a generic republic until that point. But we are no longer a tribal. Oh no, Hakon died. Wow, he did not last very long. Oh well. Nope. Prestige. That's the dude we want. So we're now getting 3.8 a year. That's still going to be like 12 years before we can get the Pirate Republic. Stop costing me prestige! Oh my goodness, that's another like 2 years. So I'm going to have to take the stability hit. This is definitely not optimal, but it's optimal for what we're trying to do. Oh, I wonder what that was. And yeah, I know I have reforms. Oh, it's a free reform, isn't it? Tax. I don't want to be an oligarchy. Or army tradition. Term duration 8. Now we want term duration 4. And now we don't want to take any more reforms because I believe that the reform progress will carry over to the Pirate Republic from this point. Hey, Polykip. Finally not having money issues. That's really good to hear, Cold Rage. I know that was a concern for you. And things weren't amazing. Oh, damn it! They just discovered me and I was at 50. Or it was reduced to 50, I know. And that's what I needed for the maps. So we may as well tell you to bugger off. And we'll go for Chokwe instead. I want to learn all your secrets. And I was saving money. I was going to start building light ships. I think I still want to wait until we embrace the technology for that. Hey, free prestige. That's just knocked a year and a bit off. And okay, these temples are suddenly worth a heck of a lot more. I don't think I need the docks. We've actually got more than enough sailors for what we're trying to do here. Oh, I should have double checked where that was. Hang on. Bishampi. Yeah, that is one I keep. No war for prestige. We could do. The only ones that we could legitimately fight, though, is probably Malindi. Wait, can I rival? Am I rival? What? Hold on. Okay, now it's worth doing, because we can do the humiliation CP. What's Melindi's forces like? Not very big. They're probably ahead of me technologically. Oh yeah, they're miles ahead of me tech. I'm still tech 6. So Melindi's armies are going to hit hard. They're also allied to Marahan. I don't think I can do that. As much as I would like to, I'm not sure that I can afford it. What I can do, though, is embargo you, which will increase the amount of money I'm making. And that will increase power projection. What I could probably also do is privateer Zanzibar. They'll piss off Mutapa. No, hang on. Embargo is protecting trade. Never mind. Well, no, privateering does count. Privateering does count. Towards power projection. Oh, I'm only getting 1 for that, though. And it'll piss off Mutapa, but never mind. I am making the most money here, even though my skill is quite low. What were the other options? Trade node power, spy network construction, siege ability and artillery bonus versus forts. Need to have at least 50 trade power for that one, though. And improving relations. I mean, the siege ability and the fort artillery mod would be pretty nice. I can keep 1658, so I need to spend a little bit of development for both of those. Again.